Hi everyone, Chef Jun is back. For the next couple of days, I'm gonna make a Korean fusion entire 3 course of the Korean brunch menu. Okay, day 3. We're gonna make dessert today. Today's dessert is pretty simple. It's tiramisu. So every single person in this world like tiramisu. There's very creamy, rich mascarpone cheese, and there's a cocoa powder on them. But today I'm gonna make it a little in different way. I'm gonna use a whole bunch of Korean flavor based on some people might say it's very savory things, but I'm gonna make it into my own version of desserts. So let's start cooking. Okay, for this Korean tiramisu, we're gonna start with something regular tiramisu base. So I'm separating egg yolk from the egg white. Some sugar. And use a whisk to mix it really well. Then drizzle a little bit of a perilla oil. You can use sesame oil instead of it. And then add both mascarpone cheese and ricotta cheese. Use the whisk again to mix it really well. And then add some fresh cream. At this time, after you're mixing it, you gotta whip it until it creates some texture. This is quite hard work, so if you have a KitchenAid, better use a KitchenAid instead of using your hands. So this is Korean style tiramisu base. It has the same creamy texture as traditional tiramisu base, but with the full of sesame flavor. I'm breaking down some Savoiardi or lady fingers. Put some on the bottom of the bowl. You might didn't see it, but I drizzled some perilla oil and then add a few scoops of the tiramisu base over the Savoiardi. And I'm grinding same amount of sesame seeds as well as brown sugar. And just grind it until it has a very fine form. And sprinkle this sesame flavored brown sugar over the first layer of tiramisu base. Put some more dollops of the tiramisu base. I'm grinding some dried perilla leaves. This one gives a nice touch of the perilla flavor. To make the perilla leaf powder, I put the leaf in the convection oven at 50 degrees Celsius for 1.5 hours until it's fully dried. And I'm gonna use a tammy because I didn't have any smaller seeds, but if you have a sugar powder seed, you can use that. Just use as the using cocoa powder. So this is Korean tiramisu. Instead of using coffee and cocoa powder, I use the sesame oil and perilla leaf powder. This reminds me of Korean National Harvesting Day. This is the last one, the dessert. So I said I'm gonna make an entire course menu of a Korean Midwest, and this is the dessert. This is a simple tiramisu, and I gave a little tweak. I replaced the cocoa powder to the perilla leaf powder. I just add a perilla oil instead of a vanilla bean. You can use sesame oil instead of perilla oil, but if you have a Korean market around your town, you definitely want to check out if they have perilla oil. So, let me taste. Green tiramisu or tiramisu. So good. Myself.